Biliyor musun? Erken rezervasyon başladı. Yazın en renkli fırsatları cyprusparadise.com'da. %40, %50 hatta %60'a varan kaçırılmaz indirimler. Erken rezervasyon yap, uçak bileti fiyatına paket tatili al. Uygun fiyata Kıbrıs tatilinin adresi cyprusparadise.com. Zaman akıp gitmeden acele edin. Bir bakmışsınız yaz gelmiş. Cyprus Paradise. Tatiliniz bizimle güvende.
Kalitenin, güvenin, hızlı teslimatın adresi Ancon Furniture. Ancon Furniture ailesi olarak yeni ürünler ile hizmete devam etmekteyiz. Yeni model koltuk takımlarımız, yatak mekanizmaları bir dokunuş ile açılıp bir dokunuş ile kapanabilmektedir. Bir dokunuş ile açtığımız yatak mekanizmasının yatak çarşafı kullanıma hazır, serili olarak içinden çıkmaktadır. Yıl sonuna kadar herhangi bir koltuk takımı alan her müşterimize akıllı sehpa hediyemizdir. En iyi ürün, en iyi fiyat. Sadece Ancon Furniture'da. Bize uğramadan karar vermeyin. En iyisini biz yapana kadar daha iyisi yok.
Welcome to Erdinc TV. I'm Aysen Djemal, and tonight we've got a special music edition where I'll be interviewing Huseyin Erdinc, who is a musician and artist. Welcome, Huseyin, to the program.
Hello,
Well,
how you doing?
yeah, I'm doing really well. Thank you very much for coming on the program. We're so excited to have you. How have you
Thank you
been?
for having me.
How's it been today?
It's been good. It's been all good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Can't complain.
No, we've been chatting a lot backstage, and I'm so excited with our interview tonight because your music is absolutely amazing. I was first introduced to your music during the festival, the online festival this year, and I was just blown away with the way you mix like traditional music and you've got your own modern twist. So I'm very excited to interview tonight.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
My first question is, what first got you into music and who inspired you to make music?
That would be definitely be my dad, obviously. My dad's a musician. I'm sure you know him, Erdinc.
Yeah.
He plays in Kelebekler. So obviously having a father as a musician, I was like born into it really from such a young age. So I was just constantly around like the musician, that lifestyle, weddings, you know, wherever he went, he used to take me really to the studio or to the weddings, like I said. So I was just, he was like my idol, you know, he still is obviously. So
Yeah.
it started like that. And then where he saw that I had like a, you know, merak vardı from a very young age. So he took me to like lessons. He started me on guitar, study, you know, read and write music. So it started like that from a very young age.
Yes. And not only did you have a merit, but I think you've got real talent as well. But obviously, of course, it helps to be in a musical family
Yeah.
and hear it and to grow up with that atmosphere. I'm sure we've already got Erdoğan Baca, a great musician, already saying iyi yayınlar dilerim. Thank you very much, Erdoğan abi, for
Selamlar Erdoğan abi.
A great support always to us, and an amazing musician also. But like I said at the beginning of the program, what's unique about your music is how you create it. You've got a very different fusion. So, I mean, how would you describe your music that you create?
I think like over the years, it's changed quite a lot. It sort of, I think it reflects on, I don't know, like how you're feeling, and that's how I feel anyway. Like, and obviously being born in London, I think, I play the Sus, but I think that reflects like being born in London. I growing up listening to garage music, hip hop, or stuff like that. So I think it influence is the music that I make as well now. So it's quite traditional, but there's a little twist to it as well. I think most people have realised that anyway.
Yeah, I love
it's quite different.
Yeah, I really like the electric Sus, because, like, you know, my son used to play it, and he used to really struggle. It's a really difficult instrument to actually grapple, because he found guitar easier, and the fact that you're playing it electrically and the sound that it creates is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's got a unique sound. Yeah.
You've got your latest single out. What's it called? It's been on my page forever.
Yeah, Konyalum. We released that in August. It was produced by Kugan Ray, which is another good friend, another great musician in this country, another Turkish Cypriot. So yeah, we made that song together, and it's done quite well because it's quite different. You know, like we've took a traditional song and, you know, gave it a big twist.
I know. Shall we listen to it? Because I absolutely favourites.
Fistanına sürün. Şimdi de geçti buradan Konya'nın biri. Yürü yavrum yürü, fistanına sürün. Şimdi de geçti buradan Konya'nın biri. Konya'nın biri. Konya'nın biri.
Wow, it's just amazing, especially during these COVID times, you know, to listen to something like that. It just really puts you into such an amazing mood. You know, we've had hundreds and hundreds of comments already. Lots of fire emojis and claps and cheers. I mean, you
That's
know,
good to
you
hear.
inspire a lot of people. Bomba, who's put that? Hassan Osman has put Bomba. Exactly. That.
It's like
I mean,
lama.
yes. Yeah, it's just so creative. I mean, you know, like it's not just even the song. You've got the sounds, you've got the singing, the sort of the technology that you've got behind it. Also,
Yeah.
video. I mean, can you tell us about your creative process and
Yeah.
how you start something and how it sort of develops?
I mean, it does come down to as well working with the musicians that we've got around us, you know, like the friends, and like I said, that I done with Coogan Ray Korai. So it's like we come up with an idea and then I'll play a little bit, I'll send it to him, he adds some stuff, sends it back. So it's like the creativity just comes with working with each other as well. Sometimes, you know, everyone puts a little bit of their own idea in. And like I said before, like it's got a clubby sound, you know, so it's like sounds that we are used to in London. So adding it to Turkish music is it's different and it's nice. I think people are getting used to it and starting to like it now.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
me
it's quite a modern sound, you know.
it's a modern sound, like you said. You know what it is it's actually because obviously, you know, we're like second, third generation in this country. We're Turkish Cypriot, but obviously we weren't born in Cyprus. We're very much Londoners, like you said, and it really touches upon that, like my identity. I think that's why I'm so affected by it. You're right, because it's all these London sounds, and yet it's got that tradition of Turkish, and you've amalgamated it together. I think it just like, you know, really sort of touches your heart and really gets you, you know, wanting to dance, really.
Well, that's good to hear. That was the idea. Like, it was like a happy vibe, good vibes, like quite a summer vibe, really. Yeah, that's the idea that we went for.
You talk about a lot about collaboration, and you've worked with some very big names. Can we like talk about some of the collaborations?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest one is obviously Aysen Djemal that I've worked with on one of his songs that he contacted me to play on one of his songs from hearing like the cover stuff that I do. So obviously that's one of the biggest names that I've worked with. Also there's like Ida. Yeah, but I've worked with a lot of people, great musicians that aren't famous, but they're really fantastic musicians. So it's great to collaborate with people. And there's a few new projects coming out as well that I've collaborated with people in Turkey as well. Which should be out soon, hopefully. Obviously, due to COVID, everything's like being delayed.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully in the next couple of months, like the new project should be coming out. Hopefully.
That's a really good message to give out to other artists and to young people, is not to be afraid to collaborate. Because, you know, there is this idea, isn't there, that if you collaborate with someone, then they steal your thunder. But actually, what you're saying is it makes it even more fantastic, and that you should collaborate as much as possible.
I think it's a good idea, you know, like because you're hitting, like, for example, Aysen Djemal, like that's hitting his crowd as well, like English music, American, you know, in that industry. So that's opening more doors. It opened more doors for me. You know, so it's good to collaborate with all different people and different artists, different musicians. I think it's a good thing. To work with each other. I think everyone should try and work with each other rather than, you know.
Be separate. We should, especially as a community, and obviously as a Turkish Cypriot, it's great for people to know about art, music, and art as well. So obviously, thank you for that, because you're not doing it for yourself, but actually for our community as well, which is fantastic. That
was the biggest, like, proud moment for me for other, you know, other cultures, other countries to hear our instrument, you know. That was the main thing for me, for them to hear our Turkish instrument.
And did they know about it? Like, do you feel like it's still quite unknown? Like,
I think it's quite unknown. Yeah, they're like, oh, what instrument is this? They don't even know what it is, you know. So it's good to get it heard.
I know. I tell you, it just really moved, especially Konya. I told you, it's been on my Facebook profile for ages. It is absolutely, and I think, and I was always wondering, what is it about this tune? And you're right, it's that London and Turkish Cypriot identity that you've amalgamated. I think that's what it is. we've got so many messages. I'm going to have to go through them in a moment. But before I do that, I want you to give a message out to your fans, because you've got a lot of fans, I'll tell you tonight, just commenting away. You've got a lot of support out there, which is fantastic. Through all of this, what's your message to them?
I mean, the biggest message is just thank you. Like all the comments, all the likes, all the shares, it means a lot. That's what keeps us going, really. When you see people sharing it and saying, "Oh, fantastic," or "This sounds amazing," that's what keeps you. That's what pushes you to do more.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has streamed and downloaded and shared and commented, and even a like. Just one like just means a lot to not just me, but any musician. It means a lot to us, you know.
Yeah, and
so
where can we
find
it? Where can we find it? Where could they download all your stuff?
Everywhere, really. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music. The videos on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So they can, if you just type in my name on any digital platform, it will come up. It
will come up because you've had a lot of views as well. I mean, I'm going to go through a few of these comments, and then we're going to actually watch 7 Days in Istanbul, and then after that, we're going to get you to do some live music as well. So nobody log off. We've got Erdinc Huseyin, your dad, saying, "Us on a with you." Oh, that's so lovely.
The old man there.
Yeah, he's watching as well. I feel like I'm under pressure now. He's watching.
Hello, Dad. Baba Zoom.
Yeah. Oh, and that's it, isn't it? It's the fact that you've had that family support. I think that makes something, doesn't it? I think that's what about our culture. It's the fact that we always have that family support, and that love is fantastic. Next is Ketriye Ahmet has said çok güzel. Somebody else has said old meets new. 100% I agree with Jan. That's what I love about your music, is the fact that old meets new, and you're introducing it to different cultures. Like you said, we've got lots of claps. Nashide has said talented guys. Yes, very talented. Very proud to have the program. Hassan has said, can we speak a bit of the Turkish for the community? Of course we will do.
Of course we can.
We could talk about that in a moment, but I think now what I'd like to do is have us play 7 Days in Istanbul, and then we can talk about that a little bit afterwards.
Yep, cool.
Oh, that's just amazing. I love that. You've got to tell me, right, I've got two questions for you. First of all, it looks like a fashion shoot. It looks like well, I was like, why did you make the video like that? Like, what inspired you? And also, why is it called 7 Days in Istanbul?
Because I'll tell you why it was called 7 Days in Istanbul.
Yeah.
The first song's 7 Days, Craig David song.
Yeah.
That we've infused with Turkish music. So obviously we just thought most of Turkish music, like the recording stuff's made in Istanbul. So we just thought we'd mix, because both of the songs are mixed in Turkish and 7 Days. We thought 7 Days in Istanbul. We've just mixed it up together, basically. So that's the reason for that.
Yeah.
And secondly, we shot it. That was shot at YouTube Studios in, is it King's Cross? And that was shot by Salih Karakush, another Turkish Cypriot guy who does a great job. And it was just, the idea just came from, I don't know, really, just to keep it quite simple and contemporary, you know.
Yeah, I like that. That's it. That's what I like about it. It's simple, it's contemporary. There's focus on your actual playing as well, which is lovely.
Yeah.
There's traditional songs like Zühtü in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Please, it's just amazing. It actually makes me imagine me walking down Istanbul, like literally just walking down and looking at amazing sights, listening to your song. It's just really, really good. We're going to get you to play some live music in a moment, but one question before that. Tell us some of your favourite venues that you've performed at.
I mean, in London, we've probably performed as a band, like I said before, I'm in St. Mez, which I've been in for 15 years now. So I started quite young in the band. We've performed all over. I mean, the biggest venues is like the nicest venues are like the Dorchester, Claridge's, the Ned. We've performed in the Ned, which is quite fun. So stuff like that. But I think my favourite venue is probably Regency.
Oh,
can't go wrong with Regency.
You can't for the Turkish weddings.
Yeah, you can't go wrong for the Turkish wedding. It's definitely that's up there.
Definitely. Big up Tushkin.
Big up the boys.
But I mean, we all grew up, didn't we, really, in the region, I think.
Yeah, Shenola and all the...
Exactly.
All the, you know,
yeah. It's true. It's true. When you think about being Turkish Cypriot, you automatically think about weddings, don't you? So, I mean, obviously, you know, as somebody said earlier, let's talk about the Turkish community. And I asked you this before we actually logged on. And I said, do you like to get involved in the Turkish community? And you said, well, yeah, because I play at a lot of venues. Can you say anything about that? Do you like getting involved in the community?
I mean, with what we do, obviously we're involved in it, whatever, no matter what, you know, playing at people's weddings as well. Mm-hmm. So you meet most of the Turkish community, you know, everyone sort of knows each other. So over the years, you get to know people. When people want to, you know, you try and help as much as you can. Even like, for example, the Dildirga stuff and the Genç TV lot and everyone, you know, it's just nice to be in the community and help each other. Definitely. So it's good. I do get involved sometimes when I have the time.
I know. I was going to actually mention the Dildirga video. Basically, I'm sure everyone knows this, but I will just repeat it. We did a Dildirga international video where we got professional singers from all over the world and people from the community to sing our traditional song Dildirga. And you worked for hours editing. Me sound better than I actually sound because I can't sing, but somehow in the video I can sing.
I think your part was probably the hardest part to try and get on time.
Why? Because I was just so bad.
No, it was, you know what, it was, some parts were difficult, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to...
Oh my God, you've been really, really diplomatic now. I see, sorry, you know how many times I had to record it as well, and then Gulay was like, oh no, sorry, you have to do it again.
I said to Gulay, poor Gulay, like she was stuck in the middle. I said, I can't use this stuff that some people have sent. Like, I can't add it in. It's so like out of timing. Yeah. So she made them redo it. Like I said, poor Gulay, she was in the middle. No,
but you spent hours, and I think everyone understood. It's not an easy task to be editing so many different people.
Yeah, it was hard. Obviously, also Eren Akyalçın helped a lot. He's the keyboard guy that played in the video. We done it together actually. He put quite a few hours into it as well. So it was a team effort. Like all the musicians, all the singers, everyone took the time to play on it and sing on it, which was good. It was a nice community little project.
So although I was a pain, I like to be in it. I had to be in it. Sorry.
No, it was all good. It was good. It turned out good in the end.
It did. It was amazingly good. That's what I'm saying. You did some editing or you did something to it and it just sounded amazing. But you know, it was a very emotional video because, you know, during COVID, and we're going to talk about COVID in a minute and how it's affected the industry. But yeah, it's been a really emotional roller coaster. And the fact that we were able to achieve that as a community, I tell you, I put my hat off to everybody who was involved.
The
And thank
festival,
you
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
for all of your work. Can we get some live music now? I want to hear some music. So
Yeah, let's do it.
let's do it.
Should we go, do you want to slow or fast? What should we do?
We can do slow if you want.
Let's go for a slow, and then we can speed up.
I'll stop crying and then I'll cheer up. Fantastic. That's absolutely amazing. I hopefully I wasn't heard because I was actually reading your dad's comment, and I wanted to start with that. Ilak honestly, it's absolutely beautiful, really, really beautiful. It actually
Thank you very much.
soul, doesn't it? Music like that. I mean, is it quite like soothing for yourself as well when you're like composing
Definitely.
and playing?
Definitely. It's like when I do these kind of musics, it's like what you're feeling at that moment as well. So when you're going through things, or if you're happy, if you're sad, that's what comes out. So at this, it's quite a sad song, so it's the emotions as well that come out. So it's good to get out as well.
Yes, in a positive way, isn't it?
In a positive way, yeah, definitely through music. So it's good, definitely.
Definitely. Which it sort of moves me swiftly on, quite links up to this. We're going to start talking about COVID. Obviously, we can't avoid it.
Yeah.
How has that impacted the music industry, the business? How have you sort of thought outside the box to sort of get around it?
It's affected massively. I mean, overall in a negative way, like we can't perform anywhere really. All the venues are closed, all the weddings are out of stock. So in that way, it's definitely had a bad impact. But again, you got to just adapt to it. So, making music, I've had time to now finish projects that I've not had the time to do. So although it's been bad, COVID's been terrible, but we've used it in a way to make a positive out of it,
Definitely.
So I've finished quite a lot of projects at the moment, which I wouldn't have had the time to do.
Yeah, that's it. I think positively, and I think when I have spoken to artists, a lot of artists have said that obviously they're not able to perform live at different venues, but what they've been able to do is, like you said before, collaborate and also finish off projects that they probably wouldn't have had time to do, and compose more as well. So and self-reflect. I think it's very important at a time like this to slow down and self-reflect, which leads me on to ask you what your favorite song is and maybe perform it to us as well.
I mean, that's a difficult question. I don't actually think I've got a favorite song, but I just there's a lot that I enjoy playing. So should I play another one?
Play another one then.
Yeah, I'll play one more.
Play another one.
My fingers are so stiff.
My favourite song. I've actually got a video of that. One of my best friends did a little video, and she put that song, and you've just played it. So definitely,
Great song. I enjoy
got me
it.
going. It is. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And again, more traditional song, but you've sort of put a modern twist to it, which is fantastic. We've got lots of comments. Gulay Emia, who you worked with for the festival, has written, pleasure working with Huseyin Erdinc and Erin Meto on the Dilirga video. Amazing teamwork. So it's something it's an unforgettable experience, I think.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thank you, Gulay, as well, and Erin Mabi for asking me to, get involved. So thank you, guys. It was great.
It is great. I'm going to mortify you now because someone's asked for something and I'm going to read it out.
No, Koray, no way. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Oh, apparently you have an amazing voice, but maybe another time.
I've got a bit of a sore throat, so not tonight, Koray.
Not tonight. Okay. And someone else has put Hoppa as well and dancing.
My sister-in-law. Hello, Ak.
Oh, so you've got all the family supporting you as well. Has it always been very supportive? Like, have your family always been?
Yeah, very, very, very. Everyone's very supportive from a young age. Obviously, my parents from a very young age gave the push to me to carry on and go further. So, obviously, thanks to them.
Yes,
it's all thanks to them, really.
Definitely. Well, I think all of these things help. I mean, what best advice has someone given to you, and what good advice would you give to somebody else, young people out there who want to get into the music industry?
I mean, the main advice is if you're an artist or you're a musician, I'd say, which I've been told as well, is to be yourself. For example, when you're making music, it's good to be original and do what you feel, make music that you feel and you play, not to copy. That's what I'd say. Don't copy.
Yeah.
Because if someone wanted to hear that person, they'll listen to that person. So if you copy, it's good to be yourself, basically. Play what comes through here. Yeah. Which is what makes you unique. So that's probably my advice for any artist or any musician.
Yeah. And not to be afraid of that, I guess, because it's quite scary, isn't it, when you're first starting out and you've got a different idea and you're thinking it might not be accepted, but you're saying go for it.
I'd say go for it. 100% go for it.
Have you got
good to push it. Sorry?
Have you got another song for us now? Sorry, I'm pushing you with the live songs.
Another live?
Another live, live. And then we're going to look at the comments coming through.
Cool, okay.
Just awesome, absolutely awesome. To play a few more, I'm telling you, brother, it's so lovely. It's just like, you know, so inspiring. It makes a person feel good. Music is such an amazing thing, and obviously, when you're talented like this, you bring joy and happiness to so many people's lives. I mean, there's so many people here saying amazing comments about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Mez has put wicked
Oh,
Hus.
Mehmet. So Mehmet is our singer in our group, so Mez group. If you didn't know anyone, but I'm sure everyone knows.
Yeah, they're all supporting you. Also, we've got Sev Ersen saying the best. Absolutely, I agree with her. Well, we've got Huseyin Erdinc putting her thumbs up, so she's enjoying herself as well. Thank you very much for watching our program. We've got Sherife, dancing ladies. I know we're all so missing going out and going to these lovely venues and having.
Honestly, yeah.
We really are. So I think you're, Huseyin Hodja has put amazing young man. Absolutely. I mean, we need people like yourself in our community at the forefront, not only, being involved in our community, but also, like you said, being involved in other communities and introducing our music and our instruments to them. Because you were saying that the Saz is quite unknown, isn't it, in some other communities, and people were asking you about. So what's the reaction with using that, like in some of your music? Has it been positive?
Yeah, very positive. I think it's helped a lot. Like I said, where we bring the Turkish to the English, it's like when English people do hear it there, it's like, oh, it's a unique sound to them. It's completely different. So it's really good. So I'm hopefully we can make more projects like that. And I'm sure we will. But yeah.
Well, we're going to definitely have you much more involved in the festival. That's it now. After doing all that amazing work, you're there for life.
Not after that, Dilirga.
Somebody else has put the very best. You are, definitely. But obviously, this is all the positive stuff about the music industry. And we were talking about this. And there are certain things that we would like to change about our, the artistic industries. Would you be able to talk about that a little bit? Like, what would you specifically like to change?
I mean, as an artist, not just musicians, I think anyone in the entertainment industry, like especially we've seen it with COVID, everyone's stuck at home. Like there's no support for artists. There's no, if you're a full-time musician or a full-time dancer or a full-time, anything to do with entertainment, actor, you're at home, so there's absolutely no help for anyone in that industry, which is what I definitely, I think there was a post that we saw about someone in the government saying, get another job, like get another trade, find another trade to do. If you're a ballet dancer, I think it was.
Yeah.
I saw it. And it's like, how can you've studied all these years?
Yeah.
You've put hours and hours and years into it. And then how can you change what you do? How can you change your trade?
Exactly. It's ridiculous. And it's yet again, people pulling our industry down. But actually, when we were stuck at home, how many of us actually listened to music to help well-being? How many of us read a book? How many of us actually, I don't know, played a game or did something artistic or wrote a diary entry? It's these things that make us human. It's these things that keep us going. And especially during times like COVID, we need entertainment. We need the music industry. We need all of these things. So you're right. We need support. I mean, when we go back to some sort of normality, we are going to need that support because a lot of these venues have suffered. A lot of artists, like you said, have suffered. But at the same time, there are positives, like you said. You've been able to collaborate. You've been able to look deep and think about where you want to go next. And that's my next question. Where would you like to go next in your career?
I mean, next for me, it would be just working on my my own music that I write. So hopefully, I'm sure I'm going to have plenty of time because there's not going to be any stage performances anytime soon. So unfortunately, but next for me, I mean, I've finished 2 songs already, which are going to be hopefully out next year. Obviously, due to COVID, we've not had the opportunity to shoot the videos and stuff. So that will be next for me, to finish off the projects and be able to release the songs that I've done for myself and collaborate with the other people that I've worked with and collaborated with. So that's definitely next for me. Yeah,
it all sounds really exciting and great.
I'm looking forward to it. There's some great songs that we've finished at the moment. I'm excited to get it out, but I'm just gonna have to be patient and wait.
Oh no, I was going to say, but obviously you can't get it out. Can you give us a lively tune now, a really lively one?
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little old school one. Let's go for an old school one. Let's go for an old school. Come on.
It's amazing. Your dad gave another message. Shall I put it up? We've put a bit more Taksim Hijaz. Have I
Bit more
said that right?
Taksim.
Huh?
Do-
So that'll be your last one then.
Tamam, bir Taksim yapalım. We'll do that after.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
I'll
Selena,
get it ready.
yeah, we'll get that ready. I've got one last question for you before we start to close up and we do your last song. What message would you? I mean, you've had a lot of people viewing our program tonight. You've got a lot of fans out there. You know, you've been involved in the community, and obviously you're a London boy. What message would you like to give out to everybody tonight?
I mean, first of all, thank you for having me on. Thanks for inviting me on. I want to say thank you to every single person that has watched, liked, commented, shared, and everyone that's supported over the years and now. I just want to thank every single person. So thank you. Herkese çok teşekkür ederim.
Yeah, it's lovely. Thank you very much for coming on the program. It's been a real pleasure. And definitely when you have your new projects and you're able to release them, we'll have another program where we do this again, hopefully in better times. Obviously, we are going into tier 3 again. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're a little bit down, but you know what? There's a lot to look forward to in the future. The vaccines come out. I think, like you said, you know, the industry has had to rethink things, but, you know, we're still there and people need music in their lives. For sure.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say as well on that note. When we do go back to normal, hopefully very soon, when all the events start and all the live music, live bands, concerts, anything, I'd like people to come out of their houses and, you know, come and support all the acts, all the musicians. That will be great, you know, to see all that back happening again. So that will be, hopefully everyone supports us when we do go back to normal.
Of course they will, inshallah. I'm sure they will. You know, it's gonna be good. But in the meantime, you're on your dad's request. I'm gonna do a bit of Taksim.
All right.
Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The comments are lovely. Hussein, we've got Hussein Hoda saying Allah nazardan saklasın seni. Such a lovely, lovely.
Hüseyin abi. Thank you.
Yeah, we've had your dad say Aslanım. I love that. That's so
Canım babam.
beautiful.
Thank you.
He's so proud. Ahmet has put
Artistim.
artist.
Ahmet
with
abi
lots of-
selamlar.
We've got all the, you know, everybody here supporting you. Amazing.
Thank you.
Akjen,
Thank you.
and Hussein Hoca has put a comment here. Babasının oğlu. Ne güzel. Çok güzel bir şey. And mashallah, of course. Ahmet, and I should say this as well to you. Eline sağlık artist. Yeah, eline sağlık. Şu
Sağ
gezi
olasın.
yapmamıza çok memnun ettin
Sağ
bizi.
olasın. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Yeah, it's really, really lovely. Thank you so much, Hussein. We've come to the end of our program. But yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful talking with you about your past, present, and your future. Hopefully you'll come again on the program. I can't wait for your new releases to come out. I'm very excited about that. So please keep us posted with it.
I will do. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to coming on again, definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you to all our viewers and all the comments for the support. That's it from us. I'm Aysen Djemal, and goodbye from Erdinc TV. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. İyi akşamlar.
Yeah, inshallah.
Biliyor musun? Erken rezervasyon başladı. Yazın en renkli fırsatları cyprusparadise.com'da. %40, %50 hatta %60'a varan kaçırılmaz indirimler. Erken rezervasyon yap, uçak bileti fiyatına paket tatili al. Uygun fiyata Kıbrıs tatilinin adresi cyprusparadise.com. Zaman akıp gitmeden acele edin. Bir bakmışsınız yaz gelmiş. Cyprus Paradise. Tatiliniz bizimle güvende.
Kalitenin, güvenin, hızlı teslimatın adresi Ancon Furniture. Ancon Furniture ailesi olarak yeni ürünler ile hizmete devam etmekteyiz. Yeni model koltuk takımlarımız, yatak mekanizmaları bir dokunuş ile açılıp bir dokunuş ile kapanabilmektedir. Bir dokunuş ile açtığımız yatak mekanizmasının yatak çarşafı kullanıma hazır, serili olarak içinden çıkmaktadır. Yıl sonuna kadar herhangi bir koltuk takımı alan her müşterimize akıllı sehpa hediyemizdir. En iyi ürün, en iyi fiyat. Sadece Ancon Furniture'da. Bize uğramadan karar vermeyin. En iyisini biz yapana kadar daha iyisi yok.